Okay. Then we will start with fixing bugs again. I have here a list which I have to work on. And there are like a few bugs I want to fix. First is the chest. And this is the first thing what we'll do. There's a problem that when I drop items to the chest, that they'll be sorted automatically. But this causes also that when machines drop items to a chest, that they are not displayed properly because machines want to always add them to the first slot rather than the first possible slot. So let's take a chest from here, this one for example. Then we will take, I'd like to do a seed extractor and fruits. All right, we'll save that and we'll just set possible item drops. Non-existing functions set possible item drops. I think the drops are defined differently now. So they are not set it this way anymore. We have these pumpkins. Okay, well, this way it's fine. Oh, it's not. Okay, they are not stackable. Okay, they are stackable, but why they don't stack? Okay, we go to the chest script. This is storage space. And here we will check what we have. Actually, right now we just sorted by this. I think this is the problem why they are testing. I just want to print testing here right now because I want to know if this is the reason why they are sorted that differently. If yes, then we'll just do it in another way, that we sort them. Firstly, we will check if they are stackable, and if they are stackable, we will stack them, and if they are not stackable, we will just drop them the most possible place. Wait, why we call testing that many times? Okay, 56 times. How many times it's printing? I have to check that again. Start. After one print, we'll just close it. Right now, R58. 58. It's like it's doing it twice. Like when we don't have this connection here, it would do it anyway. I'll try it. Because we already have prints under here. And when we add like 54 prints, then we have exactly 2 times the prints which would cause this. Okay, this actually doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Okay, we need to check the drop function. The drop function is exactly a machine. And then in connectable, send item, that's this one. Input current collider, input in inventory, machine processing, output inventory dot slot data. Okay, this is actually the function we call when we send an item through. So let's see what machine processing is doing. So if processed item is null, is not null, else emit changed. Wait, when it's null, then it should just return. Oops. Shift. Okay, so we sent an item through. This function will be called whenever an item will be dropped to an inventory without decreasing another slot data. Okay, if it's null, then return for slot index and slot data dot size. Variable single slot data equals processed item duplicate. What is single slot data? Ah, it's a new variable. Processed item duplicate, okay. If item can drop check, if can drop items dot has current. This is actually not necessary anymore. Else before doesn't make sense. Oh, it makes sense. This makes sense now. And we just changed drop slot data. Grab. Machine process transfer. Nope. Machine processing, right? Input inventory.machine processing output inventory.slot data is null. Okay. And then machine processing. If it's null, then return. And then we check the whole inventory for slot index in. Wait, we just don't need to create this variable new every time. Fine when we do it beforehand. If slot data's slot index and slot data's can fully merge with single slot data dot fully merge with. It changed. Well, we need an else, otherwise, I mean, it will be false. Okay, I think I have to check that again. Probably it should work this way, but before it wasn't. It acted in a really weird way. So then let's check this one again. Here. We put this one here. It's at the right spot. But it's not merging. It's not merging. So let's check what does can't fully merge do. I think we don't land here, right? Print. And we also say print. There's a bug when I press this button twice, then it will not start properly. I'll just press start button. When press start button twice, it will break the game. Okay, we never there. That means slot index -1 is always 0. Okay, let's go to box, storage space. Here we delete the print, save, and we start it again. I want to know if it's checking for every slot. Null? Null again? Why it's always null? I mean, it's always null. Where do we land? Do we land here? I want to know where we go. If we go to one of this. I mean, we have to go at least to the else. And if we go to the else, then there is some bug, which I didn't find yet. We are in OR here. Oh wait, yeah, of course we are in OR here. Because it was empty. We have to check that again. Hello, Kelso. How are you doing? And now the next one is important. We are still in OR here. But the thing is, this is not null. How slot index can be 0? Doing good, some progress. How are you? How are you? I'm also very good. Yes, I just focus on doing some videos right now and maybe streaming just like once or twice a week. But I also work on this game, even I'm not streaming. I already fixed a lot of bugs and I really hurry a bit with that game because I would like to have a demo in June and there's still a lot of things to do. How's your game doing? How far you've come? think the -1 is not necessary. Okay, let's see. Okay, it seems like it's working properly, but we have another problem, which we're just testing right now, and that's with we got seeds and we also got the vacuum. We have to power it with something. The items won't get sent through. This is also not that what it's intended supposed to do. We can't have just 12 blackberries. Oh well. I did it the wrong way. Just take it here. This one. Me too, just doing my game so hard yet so achievable to learn. Just this there I can pick up item and slot it. Slot it. Just this there I can pick up items and slot it to your inventory. Nice. What do you mean with to your inventory? You mean the player's inventory? Okay, where are the bananas? Just 15 times the same banana. I just thought I just fixed this bug last week. So avocado, I think we should got 11. Entire my game. I just let you. Ah, nice. Ah. So I'll try something to do it the same way. The only difference is that we will have conveyor belts in between. So we have just one. Oh well, yeah, that makes sense. Luna, it's nice to have own assets, maybe 3 months for now. Yeah, I mean, I think it's most important to get the functionality done first, and then up to the functionalities, create the assets. I think this is something what I did a bit wrong. But it's always better to just draw everything at the same time than drawing one after the other, and then the sprites from 1 year ago looks very differently to that what you just have created now. Okay, somehow it's not working properly. 14 bananas. Just 3 bananas from one tree is not true. We should got at least every time. Wait, 32 fruits. It's nice to have own assets just like you do. Yes, I mean, it's always better than just using something from the internet, and at the end, when you publish your game, you will end up with a lot of problems because you got maybe sued by the owner of the assets. So never take the work from other people when you don't know if you really have the rights. This also means, like, not just create your own assets. Doesn't mean like that you just sit there and draw exact the same sprites like the other people do. Just get inspired by their style and maybe draw something similar, but not exact the same, because this is also a big problem. Yeah, but I have a problem here now. Wait, we end up in nothing? Wait, did we end up in nothing? And why we always have 0, 0, 0, 0? I do not know why we always have 0. Worried about that? Owning other people's assets? Yet it's nice to work with complete assets just for Dev 1. Yes. Also, I mean, it makes you know that what kind of sprites you have to create later on, rather than just have to guessing because you use the Godot logo for just everything. For slot index, why we end up with always 0? Because I return in any way, right? This can't be. Because we shake 0, shake this, or just return again. So we just break out of the for loop for the whole array. So I have to do it this way, that we can do it with multiple items. What are you doing right now? I fix a bug which is caused by when items got dropped into chests. As you can see, I mean, when I put them here, they will be just directly there. This is something what I want to fix. And the other thing is when I drop from a vacuum, for example, where a vacuum has the opportunity to have multiple items at the same time. But the problem right now is that when I do this one, it's not sending. Oh, now it's sending through all. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, never mind. This bug is fixed. We just have the bug left, which is doing this here. So now you can't sort your inventory properly because whenever it changed, it sorted himself. But I have a fix for that. I don't want to have a hard code fix for this. I don't want to call this function here. This function should be called directly in the inventory so that happen to any type of inventory where we send the items through. So we'll delete this one and also the connect. So when we start the game now and we drop items there, they shouldn't be sorted. But when I click with a middle mouse click, with the scroll, on one of these inventories, they should be sorted. Otherwise not. So let's check it. So we have this one and we put like one item inside and another one and we middle click it. They are sorted. And we middle click it. Okay, this is working properly. My first time working on global scripts, yet it is the most important thing. Do you have fix for that problem? Can I see your inventory manager? I don't have this inventory manager. I have several scripts which do stuff for the inventory. What exactly you want to see? Then I can maybe explain you. Um, um, let's try a vacuum again. When I understand it right, it should still drop the items properly. The only thing what shouldn't be right is that the inventory won't be sorted. So let's see. Put pumpkins here. Okay, it's still sorted. So when I put this one here and I do another, like apples, what will happen? Where they will be sorted. Okay, actually that was the fix. So I can't shift click items to inventories. At least not here. Can I shift click them here? Okay, shift click is completely not working. But that's good. So I can just write it in a better way than before. Is it work for beehives? Animal houses? Oh, wait. If not, player.active slot. Or this one. Save, stop, start again. There was a bug which caused by the change I did last time. No bug anymore. Okay, it's not toggle. That's bad. Where I press N. Here. Okay, actually, I cube free it here. For child and get children. Oh, wait. Yeah, here we go. Stop, start again. Here's the problem. We're working properly. Well, we can't shift click items, but this is a function I would like to have, so I'll just put it to my list. Shift click items to inventories. Wait, shift click item. Oh, wait, I already have this in my list. 82 things to do in my list. I am now at number 7. So this one is finished, done. Add information to the items. Every item I'm missing information such as value descriptions. Oh god. Okay, actually this is something what need to be done at some point. Wait, 1000 line, wait. Man, 1000 line of code, I cannot remember that one. Fixing that thing take 1 day. Did you do one function and then for a second function you just make another function? Most of the time, yes. Oh yeah, I'm at the 1200 lines. And this is just the global data. Yeah, I also have 300 there, but player got shorter. Player's just 200 now. The thing is, I put a lot of things now in the global data because I store there a few things what I want to loading before the game is starting. So, for example, before I had a chest in the world, and then for every chest I'm placing in the world, I was calculating which items are possible to be dropped into. But I think this is very not necessary. It's enough when we load this information in the global data first. So it will be loaded before the game even starts, before the start menu even there. So the global data actually know already, okay, in chests, the player can put just these items. And then whenever the player is placing one chest or like 1000 chests into the world, every chest got the information from the global data rather than from their own stored resource. So I think it's a bit better in performance. Okay. Oh, well. Are you ready to writing a lot of description with me? Shown columns. Table color, not necessary. I just need item name and description, actually. Maybe picture, but item type is not necessary, right? Machine add-on. I see. So you need to preload it from script every time item data you have. I see that's why you have so many codes. No, not directly from every. The thing is, the only thing what I need to do is okay, this is actually a lot of work. How many items I can display per page? I hope every. I just like iterate over the item folder once to check what kind of items are there and which items are there. And then I define for each inventory which item is possible to go in this specific machine or inventory, like chest or farmhouse. And just remember, the best game is the most simplest. Actually, there are not that much missing. But I'm not even sure if I need this description. Did player need descriptions for items? I mean, is it not like fast forward? I don't even know where I display the description. Is display too big? Item hover is display too big. Okay, I'll go for this one. Okay, you need description when you hover the item. The player need reason for that. That's important. Yes, I have description when you hover on the item, like this one. But I feel like sometimes it's a bit too big. How much a hover of an item has to be compared to the screen? Is that too big? I feel like it's a bit too big. Want to know how other people handle this? Actually, this is like 25% of the screen. It's also a lot. Mm, okay. But what I don't see is that the game is putting the item, except here, the item picture again here. I'm not sure if I should do it. This is with RPG Maker. Maybe the pixel of your string in the description. Maybe the pixel of your string. Right now, I feel like this is too big. Right, I'll be right back. Not sure which items I want to display. Just open up Illustrator. I can brainstorm a bit better about the layout from this one. All right. Wait, I just screenshot the whole game. Okay, then we have this one. Okay, and then we have this one. They're exactly the size we would have in game. So let's just separate the informations. So we have the picture. We have the name. We have the level. We have the money amount. We have the money picture. We have the description. We have the, how to call that? Okay, and then we just need the background. Okay, at the moment, It looked like this. So the picture I want to have on top. Somehow I want to have the picture. The name is also important. The level could be maybe a bit smaller. This we don't need, as we just can display it somehow smaller beside the number maybe. We can also do it with another string, like for example that we just say R or something. Then we have this and this one. So when we seed extractor, a machine which extracts seeds of fruits. I'm not sure if this is necessary. Important is to know, I think this one, the processing time, so we know the time this machine needs to process, right? But the thing is, some machines or items could have like severals, this one, that when we need to have a layout which is applicable for several type of items. Maybe the font is too big also. Maybe we can also separate it a bit. Retro. I'm not sure if it's this one. Seems like. Okay. Now we don't have a picture. Doesn't have to be perfect. This makes it a bit too big. Actually, the backgrounds are also not always, but the most times like sees through, like has a lower opacity. Like here, for example, that you still can see what is behind. Maybe it would also make sense to make it a darker tone. And I'm not even sure about the outline. Okay, this gray is way too dark. Mm. But somehow I like the green color. But then we need an outline. Oh wait, this wasn't possible. Ah. This looks too basic. Or should I also do this 60%? If then I have to do this one back to 100. I have to group this one. And then have to do both 60%. Or I'll do directly white here. White or black? Black first. Black is actually also nice. Let's try it this way. Because I don't have black in this game, I have just this tone. So we'll do this one once, and we'll try this one with white. And here we just do this one white. Here we do the font, this tone. Ah. I think somehow I like the left one better. But I'm not sure if I should keep this contour here. I think without it's maybe better, or we just do a contour, but a white one, like a darker gray one. Just like this one. But most of the time when I'm watching them in other games, you can see they are just like darker with a white font. Like this one. Black and then white font. Black and then white font. Dark blue and then light font. Maybe here we shouldn't have outlines. I think this one is not matching for the dark one. It's matching for this one, but it's not matching for the dark one. Here also, even Minecraft. Has dark with bright font. Thinking about this headline thing. Like this, but I even don't have a picture yet. Um, Hello, love your VTuber model. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Huh. Hit this one group, and then we say 80%. Okay, we have before and then there's two versions underneath. Okay, here the text is way too big, I think. I'm not 100% happy. Actually, I never do any layouts for UI, and I think I didn't see that much UIs, or I don't watch at UIs like this. Very, like, active. I saw them passive, but I never watched them actively. Like this, yeah, tooltips. Mm, this tooltip is also dark background, white color. I I've, I mean, I never saw a white background or light background. UI design dilemma. I'm currently in the process of designing a proper inventory UI. So far, we've been using just a basic display or drawing item data without it getting too cluttered. Few examples even for other styles of information pop-ups. I have to have hover pop-ups so they can see what sort of data that item has. Really be based on opinion. Here it is truly up to your decision, but if you want what I think, then I would think that most items that don't have much information don't really need pop-ups. For example, the tag could be labeled as a tool, material, or weapon, depending on what it is in your game. It's not cluttered. So if I move my mouse to the item above, which would currently be blocked by the tooltip, I think the ones with more dividers look better. Okay. Is whether all item. I think too much info would be a full screen pop-up menu filled with an essay about the item. What you've got is great. Also, I think the description for the red shiny boy should also have the pickaxe starts, but with shelf lines and without tooltips make a game unplayable. Worst case scenario, I'd rather a messy GUI than have to open a wiki behind the game. Okay. I honestly think it's fine. I never had any problem with the way Minecraft's UI worked, and yours is basically what it would look like if Notch had actually hired an artist to do it. Hover pop-ups are a tricky one when they've got a lot of info. They take too long to pop up, it can be frustrating. Have you considered having a clickable sort of icon? Cheers for the reply. Yeah, I did consider that. However, I thought that might make the overall interface feel a tad more cluttered. Always map a command to bringing up the pop-up. RMB or shift click. Having key is a pretty good idea. We'll experiment with that too. I also agree about everything having pop-ups, but yeah, all in-game items do have descriptions anyway. So it would be nice to show them somewhere, or also that meme isn't in the game. There's no sense in universe. Ha. Clean, organized, and easy to see what info the game is trying to provide. So the people say this one is the best. Actually, I would agree with that. You have this one, you have this information, like the description, and here you have the informations. So that's nice, bro. Maybe a border is enough. Actually, I'm thinking right now, what is better? Is it better to have like a pop-up window which will pops up every time you open an item? Or would it be better to have another window open? For example, on the left-hand side. Which stores this information. You need to think hard of this. Maybe information is the most important aspect of the game. Yeah, actually, that's true. And that I don't have to rewrite it over and over and over again. I think it's important to think about that a bit. Okay, this way. Somehow this. But maybe I don't even need to write processing time. Maybe I just can use an item, an icon. Something like, I just make a sketch. Problem is, I need some symbol which is understandable easily. So machine has processing time and process chunks. So somehow what is that, bro? You have symbols now? That's nice. I actually try. I just try to make like, I mean, this is just sketches, you know? I'll create better symbols later. I just want to know if it maybe make a better effect. Oh, wait. Make it simpler. This one is 1, 2, 3. Percent. You're so good at creating assets. Um, I wouldn't call this one good assets here right now. Not yet. just sketch it out. To maybe find a proper way to do that. Is it better to do it? Wait, I will just group it this way. Actually, this one looks not good. Timer is like power off button in my remote. Yes. That is what I wanted switching right now. That was exactly my thought at the same moment. That's why I just make a clock out of that. Uh, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, I think this one looks a bit better, like a timer. So these are the two only things what I have for a seed extractor. The time it needs to process an item. And the second is the chance an item will be processed into seeds. And even that is up to... Mm, did I make every little... I mean, everything in one? Or will I just do it this way now? Will I write this level thing in another one? I like this one more, this layout somehow. How I can make... maybe this one will be also down here. So the title will stand out. Maybe the title will also be just written in capital letters. It makes it also stands out more. Maybe the thing is the best improvement in your game. I support with you on that. Yeah, let's see how it will end. Available level. I can't think. Yeah, this one, this one. You have icon, but you also have hover. Maybe it can help player. Yeah, actually, that was the idea. So that's why I think I don't do this one anymore. I just have this here in the left, and then when the people hover this icons, that they will got an information that this one is the, for example, the time, the processing time, for example. So if they need more information, but at this view that they have just the necessary informations, just like very quickly, and when they want to have deeper information, they'll hover it. I never think that you have something. I never think that you have something. You have icon, but also have hover. Maybe it can help player. Okay, the last thing what you said, I actually don't understand what you mean. Maybe it's just because the delay of the chat. It's fine. Um, okay, this is way too big. So when we display three things on top of each other, it would still have space for something. That's appreciation, bro. I never think that mechanics, it's about your genius idea makes the game cool. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we forgot the price. The price has to be displayed somewhere and somehow the text. Machine which extracts of fruits. Let's just do it here. Okay, let's do this description white. And not just capital letters. And then we would have space for this one here. Like I need a black and white version of this one. But it's fine. So we just do a circle. Now we just write the number 15,010, for example. We write this here. And we take this circle from here. The name of the coins here are rare coins. So I just maybe do something like this. Maybe we don't even need the circle. Maybe this would be enough as a symbol. But it's not readable. So just let's do just an R and then we just do 1. Or we do it, but we just do it this way. Foreground, outline. This one. Maybe less. Or just one line. Or we'll just do whatever. This one. This way, this way, this way. Okay, and but right now everything looks like it has the same weight. Triple Jump Games. Thank you for rating. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone. How's it going? It's fine. I just redesigned the hover informations for items in the inventory. Before I had like this one, which looks not that good, I think. That's why I just redesigned it to have it a bit ordered. And whenever the people are clicking on an item, then this will be displayed on the left side. That's the idea right now. Thank you very much. How was your stream? Okay, but right now I think I see a problem here. Oops, wrong window. So what is when we just hover an item here? Okay, at least it will be displayed here. That should be fine. This information, but I also will redesign the layout. So I'll make it actually looks the same style like that what I just designed right now. But it will open up here on the left side from this building menu. And also this one looks horrible. That's a problem when you create assets at the beginning of your game and then keep going, and then 1 year later you don't like it anymore, and then you redesign it again, and then maybe you redesign that again, and so on and so on. So it's better to just do the visual things later. Like do the mechanics first and then do the assets all together. Right now I just need a solution for the coloring. I feel like all of this is a bit too same. I also like to have this green tone here, but I do not know where. Well, just let me make this one to be not lines. And this also. All right. And now I would like to take this green from here and use it somewhere. Just like this one. Maybe not there. Actually don't like it that much. On seed extractor. Ah. Hmm. What is that? Is that this one? Okay, it's this one. I just need to object, make it to a picture, pixel picture, then just cut it out. Otherwise it will be way too big. And now I can also move it. Ah. I'm not 100% happy with this one. What could I still change? They have yellow, white, and a gray. Okay, here they use just black as a background. Okay, but I haven't it this way anymore. I have it in a different way. But actually I like it, except this orange here. This orange here is way too much. And also I would never use like a fade from one tone, from a darker tone to a lighter tone. How about a gray tone? A gray tone. And another thing, is it better to do this? Not sure if I should do it middle or this one. I think left is better. Somehow I don't like this font for titles. I actually would enjoy a title like a font which is more likely like this. The problem is I can't find a pixel font which has different or like do I want to use a pixel font? Wait, maybe I want, but maybe it's not even necessary. But I would like to have. But maybe not this one. I'll go to find a pixel font. I'm not happy with this font yet. I wanted to create my own font, but I have no clue how to save pixel fonts. I ever created a font, but I do not know how to save it as a font. Somewhere here should be retro. There. And then we should more options and should public domain at 100% free. And we should choose retro. Huh? Is it not retro? Which one is it? Cartoon, Groovy, Destroy. Retro. Ah, Pixel. Pixel bitmap. Yeah, of course. It will be Pixel. And we also have 100% free. I'll try out this one. Oh, wait. I should not use a font which is called Minecraft. Ten pixel. Okay, this font, at least the small letters, looks a bit ugly, to be honest. 8 pixels sounds better. 8 pixels. Right now I use this one. And I ever used this one also. Maybe I should use two different. This one looks like Pokemon and very old Game Boy. Actually try this one. Like a very simple 38 pixels is too big. 16 pixels is good, but maybe 6 pixel. Nope. 16 pixels. I'll take this one. Pixel operator, at least as long as it's not the name is not Minecraft. Why it has so many different. Install. Monospace. Bold. Oh, that's great. Okay, I really like it when they have different kinds. So we have bold and normal. And what is HBC? HBSC. HB8. What is SC? SC looks like this. Okay, let's try it out. Um, operator. Well, this one. This seems to be great. Operator. I think this one matches a bit better. Or something like this. Actually, this seems to be like monospace for me. So let's see which one looks better. Let's try bold here. Why it's marking something here on the left? Operator. Bold. Wait, what is it marking here? Maybe we'll also make this one white. Or maybe it stands out a bit from the symbol. Actually, I like the first one more. The good thing is that when we have a text which is like as double as long as this one, it will still almost match here. We can write this text twice there, so this is very good. This is sometimes necessary. I'm just testing out now how it would look like if we have contour. Pixel, 1 point. Okay, I actually like the right one more without outlines as it's cleaner and easier to read. Thinking about to do something like this for the money count. Okay. What is the biggest letter? Should be a W. 1/8 is the same width. So what we gonna do now? Actually, this is the biggest thing what we can do. Pixel. It is even worse. This would be great. Somehow I can do it just this way. And also, no background here. And we can make this one a bit bigger. Oops. This one and this one. And duplicate. $15,010. Maybe 0, 1, 5. So we have the opportunity to display everything until 999,999. Because I'm not sure if there will be an item which is worth more than this. Otherwise, can also do it this way. So we can display items under 9,999,999. And I think this is fine. I just round the corners that it's matching with the other a bit better. Yeah, I think maybe this one is the final version. Is there another way to display the title? Okay, I think this will be the way how we'll do it. Okay, should I do this one white? So now we just have to think, what if we have another item? This one, this one, this one. Should I do the background for the seed extractor? Should I keep this? But if I don't keep it, I think it's matching a bit better with this one. Or I'll delete this one. And then I'll put this part to the left here. And this one to the right. I think this one is the final version. I like this one. So we have a symmetrical break from this corner and this corner from the layout. I think this is the version I like. So now we just have to think, what if we have, for example, an item. Wait. Now we have an item which is not a machine. Let's say we have an apple now. Does this layout still fit? Let's find it out. Or like this one. I think this one is a good example also. Actually, fruits per what? One fruits per. want to buy one. We have this one now. We want to display it in the same good way. So right now level is 0. It would be nice when these labels are middle, so that it's always matching this way, I think. And here I can also, for growing time, I can use the same timer. But I should be able to writing something like this. So that there's still enough space to writing like this one. Percentage. This is the thing. Now we don't have percentage. So let's say this one is available at level 10. Then we have this one. I can cut it very quickly. I know how I can cut it very quickly. Just a moment. Okay, right, finish. Just copy paste it from the game file. So now we have this apple seeds here. So this one. Then here we just say apple seeds. Sorry for that. This seed, or like seed, or like this seeds can plant an apple tree. So that I just didn't have a description yet. That's why I just write this one. Here we have 10, level 10, but we don't have the shuffle thing. What we would have here is how many fruits we can got from one tree. So for example, this one won't be a shuffle. This one will be an amount. So what can I do as a picture for amount? Ah, hmm. How I can display the amount? as a symbol. Thanks for following in YouTube. Thank you very much. Actually, I want to display fruits, right? So what if I just say like a picture where we display 3 apples this way, just press here and here maybe, just make it very quickly. We need to do it anyway later on in pixel art. And maybe in something like this we can use as an amount. I think the player will instantly understand what I want to tell him, what he can see here. Or we can say 11, for example. I think this would be somehow the way. And then we have, but I'm thinking right now if I would have items where I have more than 3 things, what I need to explain on the right side and how I will do it, how I handle it. I mean, here it's fine. We have everything inside. We have plant type, fruits per whatever I want to say here. Maybe harvesting. How many times? I mean, actually, right now you can harvest trees and everything just one time. So that's why you have some plants where you have more fruits and some plants where you have less fruits, but it's up to the plant. So it's not anymore up to the harvesting times. So, but I think I display everything properly here. And I think it would work for any kind of item. I'll try just another one. So for example, we will also have items with different grades. For example, you can have apples in 3 different grades. You can have actually several items in different grades. So how it would be possible to display it? It would be possible to display it right here in the title so that everyone has a white title. But when it's a special item, then it would be yellow. But when it's a legendary and when it's a precious item, then it should be purple. And here it would be, yeah, like yellow. But maybe I'll not make it up to the title. Maybe the background. I think the background would be nice. We would have like gray. Mm, it influenced the layout, I think, a bit too much. I think I have to find another way. Oh, I think I have an idea. Maybe the grade? Oh no, I think, nee, I can't do that. I think other games already do that. Yeah, yeah. I just see. Stardew Valley, for example, already did that. Oh, I can make it. Um, I would like to try it with a fruit again. So just go in game. We have this one. And as you can see here, we have grade, size, and level also. Should we make items like this up to the level? Like, are you able, when you able to have, yes, actually I have to. What I 100% need like an energy value that a pumpkin, for example, heals you. And then we say like 20 health points. Something like this. And level 5 or 6, whatever. And the pumpkin. Okay. This way. What is this? I think this is something what we don't growing time we don't need, or processing time or anything. So we put the energy value here, but what we still need to display is the grade and the size. We still have two things what we still need to display. Grade and size. These are the two things what we still need to write. So what I could do, small pumpkin, big pumpkin, and medium pumpkin. And here I could say legendary. But this would be too long. I can't write something here. Here, just numbers. Legendary medium pumpkin. This is too long. A legendary medium-sized pumpkin. This is the way how I could do it. And that I say that this here has also a different color. So that the people know, okay, that here are a variable text. Like it's up to this one. I mean, at least in the inventory here, you already have this different displaying way. A legendary item is always like purple with a purple background here. So you already know exactly in the inventory, okay, this one is a legendary. And when we have just different items, we'll just got some. We're harvesting them. And then we can see here we have legendary, yellow, and Come on. Grades. But if we wouldn't write it here, then we still have a problem. Not a problem, but then this one would be empty. Like this. This looks also not good. Or what I could do, that for grade I could do a colored star. For size I can do circles. Or, even better, we just put 3 circles here. So that the amount of circles will display the size. Like up to 3. So somehow it would look like this. So we have these 3 symbols, but maybe we could also make it differently. That we can display it in a different way. So that we have a logo for grade and size. But what we could do there, a quality symbol. Something like this. Add soft game pixel? Yes, it's a pixel game. I just do the UI and I sketch around how I can display certain things for the hovering function in this game. So somehow I want to display, there are like 3 different grades and like 3 different sizes for each fruit you have in game. And the problem is that I somehow need to show it. Pixel, sorry, not English. Cool game. Thank you. I'm from Russia. Etsov. Etsov game. Welcome. And somehow I tried to find a symbol which will symbolize the size and grade. Like one symbol and then in two in a somehow way I need to display it. Welcome. I love Pixel. Me also. Pixel is very nice. So this one I will use for grade and size. But how I can display the grade and size here? So we have small, medium, and large. Now we have common. Glorious. I do not know why I used the word glorious. Because it starts with G. Glorious and legendary. So somehow I need to display it here in this space. That's AI Microsoft offers to draw your assets now. Did you pay for that app? What AI do you mean? I don't use any AI in the last 20 minutes. Well, at least today. Actually, I never use an AI to draw pictures. Stardew Valley, yes, Stardew Valley like. Most people would say it's Stardew Valley like, but I would also say it has more likely things from. As for example, you can have a chain of machines. So I would say. So when you put this one right behind the chest, then it will put the items directly to the chest, or you have this one and you have. You can even transport items like in people say like Factorio. So for example, you have this vacuum here, you place it right here, and you want to also bring the items to this chest. You can just do it by this way, and we also need to plant, say, a banana tree right in front of this vacuum. We click on this vacuum and we put items inside. When the tree is finished, the bananas are here. Cool. Unity? No, this is Godot. Yes, Godot. That's AI Microsoft Office to draw your assets now. Did you pay for that app? No, this is AI okay. You mean AI, not such as. AI is Adobe Illustrator, and yes, I pay for that every month. But I found a bug again. Why it's not transporting all the items? Illustration, nice. It's transporting just one item. Oh. Okay, I think I know the problem. It's because of the code I'm using. I just update the code for machines, but I don't update the code for conveyor belts. The send item thing. Banana plus HP. What is HP? Health points? Banana equals HP. In this game, probably yes. I mean, somehow you can eat them. Oh, you can eat them. And when one from object to int. Oh, I need an int here. So I say energy value. I think it's energy value. Fruit, XP value, great. Animal chest, where's that? Food. Energy value. Okay, this one. Error, yes. Error fixed. Is that the bug that automatically plants a banana tree? Nope. There's no bug which will automatically plant trees, but there will be maybe a warning banana. Okay, this is working. So we'll take this one. So there's still a bug. Wait, which machine is that? Cheese dairy. Okay, a cow, a large animal house and grass. And conveyor belts. Where's conveyor box? Yeah. Okay. Wait, I can't put something here. Hi, first time watcher here. How long have you worked on this? Looks great. Thank you. Right now I'm working on this game already for 1.5 years. Apple plus banana equals gift people. Nope. There's no poison. Wait, gift. Actually, here not that much people yet in this game, except this one. Okay, this one is working properly as it's just transporting one item at a time. So we have this cow is producing milk. Then the milk will be here processed to be cheese, and then we have cheese. This is somehow a way you can do in this game, which when you just scale it up, you can even automatically put somehow grass to the cow to pump it from, like you have a chest, a box, and you have grass. And this grass will be automatically transported from the chest to the farmhouse here. Okay. That was a bit too fast. Okay, I feel like there are more inventories than it's supposed to have. Why output is bigger than 1? That is not how it's supposed to work. That is something what I need to fix, but maybe it's... I mean, it's not fine, because the player is not seeing the items. You can just put it out here, and this one too, and this one too. Then the process will be stopped. But when I put them in here, here, and here, they'll be automatically sent to this house. So they are like hidden inside this inventory. Remote, world, placed objects. Farmhouse. And where's output inventory? Output inventory. Slot data has a size of 1. You can also use pass follow on your conveyor to see the transport object. Yes, but I don't want to do that, because just imagine. I think this is the same reason why in some Minecraft plugins they don't do it. Because, I mean, for now, for this one would be fine, because you have like 1 sprite at a time, and maybe you can do it for like 1,000 sprites. But what if you just produce a million items at a time, because you have here a lot of space? And when you produce more and more items, and you have like 1,000,000 sprites at a time on this conveyor belt around this area, it somehow will make it a bit laggy, maybe. I didn't try it yet, but it could be. Oh, output inventory is the milk. I have to check the food inventory. Farmhouse. Input inventory, output, input, output. Actually, I should have 3 inventories. Animal inventory. Input inventory and output inventory is empty. This one should be... Why it's empty? This one has a size of 3. So where are the items at the moment? Are they here? Right back. Are you using Q3? Create new objects when using your inventory? Yes. You mean like for displaying them, right? And yes, I do that. How I can write it here? Should I write it in 2 lines? Actually, I don't want to write it in 2 lines. I want to keep the same layout for everything. So what if I just write the 2 letters? Command small, glorious medium, legendary large. I'll do it this way. Well, that will make it lag if you have so much object. I mean, actually, the inventories are very small. I just do it here. So put it out, put it in. This transportation works a bit differently. What is that? Ah, okay, this is the debugging square. Wait, I should have a lot of cheese here. 67. Ah, okay, it's still processing. Do I need to display the amount here? Did I display it right now? Nope. Nope. Okay, because it's already say here why I should display it again. How I can make it with the grade and command small, maybe this way? That a thing? Command small. Command medium. Command large. Glorious small. Glorious medium. Glorious large. Legendary large. Legendary small. Legendary medium. And legendary large. So the cow eat grass that produce cheese? Nah. In this case, the cow eats grass. This produces milk, and this milk goes to the cheese dairy, and this milk will be processed to be cheese. What you use for that mechanic? Resources. almost every information I have for each item is stored in this, what you also see here. So the resource file is very large. I think I'll display it this way. I think this is the best way for me right now to display. The problem is that the size of the font will be maybe this way. This will be a bit problematic with displaying it properly. That's all resources? Probably all except the mechanics which will process the items. This is inside the machines. Okay, this is somehow how I'll display it for fruits. Then I have machines or connectables. And then I have here add child. Nee. This is, I just used like a function which will drop an item, which actually just increase the amount of an item, or it just makes from null this item. Whenever feeds. I just have to go very quickly through every item to check if I forgot some kind of item. Nope. Didn't seems like. I think I didn't have that much different kind of items. Oh, I still have like loot box like things. So this one. So what I gonna do now to check if I have to do something new here too. So what we have is small wooden box. This box may contains useful stuff. Then open level is 1. The amount is 6. And then we have not great here. And also not energy value here. So loot. Like loot type. I need a symbol for this. Maybe something. Okay, somehow this way. here just like, as this one can contain, wait, small wooden box. Okay, and here we write something like, as here are seeds. But what is when the loot is material? This is way too long. Has to be written in font size 22. When I write this one in 22, it's way too small. It's always bad when I have to write something inside here. A number is always easier to display. Even here, I don't need to say seconds. It would be enough to write 130 and the people will exactly understand what it means. Also with the percentage here. Like, you know that it means 10%. So material loot. Seeds. But how to say materials? Mats? Or materials? Mate? Materials? And what else do we need to display here? That's it, actually. There's no chance because you always got any material. Or like seed. Leave it blank. Also this thing here. Maybe here it's fine when I just say not contains useful stuff. Just say this box may contains useful seeds. And then I make it also this color. But is it fine to just leave blanks? Not sure if it just looks like I need to write something here. It looks so empty now here. I mean, I can't even delete it because then it would be somehow destroy the layout. Yeah, just blank. Just don't put also the background. The darker one. Don't put the background. Just completely delete. I mean, actually, this won't be a problem when I do just one from this. But somehow I think this has a better order. Yeah, hide, but I don't even need to hide. I will spawn this one on the moment when the players click on an item, then this will be appearing on the left side. And the moment when it will be loaded, then it will create it as much as it needs. And also the type, it's necessary. As for example, this level thing is necessary for every. But for example, a pumpkin has also an energy level, which will fill up the energy of the... Nikip Hobbying. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for following. Thank you very much. Therefore, you use scroll. Scroll is something what I would like to, don't need to use. But when I can't, when I can't avoid it, then okay, but I would like to, don't need to use it. The pumpkin needs one more. So up to the legendary medium size. No. Never mind. That's somehow how I have to do it. Loot box. Thanks for following YouTube. Thank you very much. Do I have other items? Which will maybe have more. Here it has also great in size. Animals? Animals. Oh, an animal will do. So let's see. We have squirrel. Squirrel? With these seeds, you can plant an apple tree. This squirrel, with a bit of luck, the squirrel will what some so level time? No, don't need time. But maybe I mean actually you need to know what kind of food they need. You need to feed them with something and they'll give you something in exchange. So nuts doesn't make sense when you feed them with nuts and they'll bring you nuts back. So I just need to check what was the intended way. Task. Add new animals. Oh yeah, bait needed nuts, different nuts. It looked clear and cool to see now. Yeah, actually I also like it much better. Um, if you feed him, her, if you feed it, if you feed squirrel, and with a bit of luck, he, she, it, you will get some nuts in exchange. Find nuts for you. Oh, whatever. I'll just write it later better. Just want to display it here. So actually we have enough space for the descriptions. Processing time doesn't need. But actually you want to know if you feed the squirrel with nuts. Luck, you'll find. Actually, it doesn't make sense that you feed him with nuts and he'll bring nuts back. Maybe the amount the squirrel will bring it back is more. What was intended? Wait, actually program it. So squirrel. Possible food. Nuts. Okay. Where's loot? How I say a cow produce milk? Ah, animal product. Okay. Squirrel. Oh, animal product is empty. Maybe you can feed this guy just one type of nut, for example, hazelnuts. Possible food is nut, maybe hazelnut. But animal product will be any type of nut. Cashew nut. Chestnut. Maybe not hazelnut. But that wouldn't make sense. With a bit of luck, you find other nuts. Okay, but here I also need to keep it empty. There's nothing to store. No information. Okay, so we have the layout, I think. I think I'll keep it. Maybe I'll just delete it and just keep it blank then. I mean, maybe in this case it's fine. Because when it's at this, when it's keep this size, other layouts, then it's just fine. So it doesn't matter if it's a scribble here or if it's a seed extractor. Wait, I want to make a screenshot. Seed extractor, which will be displayed right at the same spot. Just doesn't matter as it just same size, and when we click on it, it will open it up. And maybe I'm thinking right now the player should have a button at the top right to close this. Hello, Slakes. It's going well. I'm just polishing it right now. And rework a few things which I think need to be reworked. I think when we put this item, this button here, that the player can also close it, I think it would be nice. What is the secret of hover, bro? What do you mean with secret? Oh, you mean, okay. One questions. You know any stuff or something to learn good GDScript? Yeah, how to display my, I think the next one I built in my game. Are you H? Just using resource. Slicks I came from GDQuest. GDQuest is learning from zero, Godot. I'm learning. I mean, actually, if you have programming experience beforehand, then it's very simple to use. GDScript, as GDScript is very simple written. And if you don't, that, I mean, this game is actually my first game I've ever written in my. I never programmed something before this game. I never programmed anything. So I was learning it just by doing things. In the beginning, I was following a few tutorials. But the most important part was whenever I was facing a problem in the way how I have to write something, then I was going to the Discord group of Godot. Before it was the Godot Cafe group, but now it's the official Godot group, where I was searching for help. There are like a few help channels where you can just ask your questions with screenshots. And there will be around the clock always someone who will help you with writing your code. And also, if you understand how to read this documentary up here, online docs, or like search help, and you click on one of this, then write it very fast forward. For example, when we have an array, for example, and you want to know how you can work with an array. This is a description of the array, what is an array, what it does, and how you can use it. And then you have ways how to create. These are the different ways how you can create an array. And the methods you can call inside an array. Methods are things which will always give you a value. And this is the method you have to write. That what it shows here in the brackets is that what you need to write inside this bracket. It's necessary. And on the left side is the type of value you will got when you write this one. And if you don't know what all means, then you just check here, click on all, and then you can just read what all does. The filter, this method will return as early as possible. But yeah, GDQuest is learning from zero Godot. GDQuest. Never heard about GDQuest. GDQuest seems to be very pricey in my opinion. I mean, I do not know what you got in exchange, to be honest. Like what informations? Hello, Bagde, welcome. You almost come here when I think about to leave. Actually, think about to offline to go eat something. Yeah, pricey, but the learning is priceless. Okay, that's a good point. I mean, learning something new is never too expensive. I think this one, the hints I'll do somehow this way, just in pixel art. This one is necessary level needed, or whatever. I mean, just need to. GDQuest is learning to be independent game developer. Oh, you haven't been streaming for a while. Yeah, that's true. Actually, right now I'm streaming around about maybe once or twice a week. Energy value. And this one is process chance. And so on. I think somehow this way I will display it. What you make now is how you code that. Actually, right now I just do the layout, and maybe next time I will do the coding for this part. Are you using resources for that or signals? For the information to got it from here to this part, I'll use a resource which already stores all the informations. All the information's already stored in the resource of this Apple seed, for example. This one is already there, this one, this one, this one, and this one. The rest is like by default already there. I will just create a new scene and loading all the data inside from here, from the seed resource, from the Apple seed tree resource. I'll just load all the data here, and then I'll update the lookalike and show it to the player. Probably I will use Agile, yes. As I didn't see it's necessary to send a signal here. So actually, that was it for today's stream. Thanks to everyone who was watching. Thank you very much. It's very nice to talk with you. If you want to support me in my game, you can do it by already wishlist on Steam. This will help me a lot, and it also helps the game a lot. Here's the link to the Steam page. I'll also need to rework this page. And yeah, you also can support me by following the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel, and also by liking or commenting these videos. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you again, and have a great day.